Three, two, one. Yo, yo, yo. It is Kadeem, and I am back with another encouraging message. And I want to talk about Into the Unknown. And if you know anything about Frozen, there's this song, and the line in that song is Into the Unknown. I'm not a singer, but that song just resonated with me because in life, God takes us on unknown journeys. Journeys where we have no clue what is going on. We don't even know the people, we don't know the places, or just the environment that God has placed us in. And for me, if you're like me, I love a sense of control. I like to know how my day is going, how my week is going to go, how my year is going to go. I like it planned out. But in an unknown journey, you have no control. And when you don't have control, it's simply because you don't know what is going on. And that is really what an unknown journey looks like. And so the major question I think most of us have when it comes to our faith and being on an unknown journey with God is, how do I follow God into the unknown? So there's a couple of things that are happening to you at the beginning of this unknown journey. And you're going to hear me refer a lot to you being human, because I think a lot of times in spirituality, we forget the fact that we are human, that we have flesh. God has created us like that. We're human, and it is okay to be human. And so, as a human, you have soul, you have emotions, you have a mind, you have body, and those make up who you are as a human. But a lot of times, the focus is just on spirituality and the salvation of your soul. And we forget about the discipleship components to discipline people in all areas to live out a life for God. And so that is what I want to do. I want to help you how to live a full life for God, because you're human. So at the beginning of this unknown journey, your body is feeling all types of anxiety, anxiousness. I believe that if you go get a massage, you'll find an area of your body that is really, really tense. For me, it's my shoulders. Your emotions are automatically going to be fear, afraid. That's natural. Your mind is automatically going to worry about tomorrow or the next day or next year. That is normal. And your soul naturally wants to follow the things of God. And I want to tell you that obedience is a grieving process. As we follow God, we're going to go through moments of grief because we're leaving an old life, old ways, old attitudes, old habits. And our body and our mind and our emotions are naturally going to give off that grief. So Romans chapter 8, verse 22 through 23 lets us know that our soul and our spirit, it grieves in this world as believers. Romans chapter 8, verse 22 says, we know that the whole creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth, right up to the present time. Not only so, but we ourselves, who have the first fruits of the Spirit, groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for our adoption as sons, the redemption of our bodies. So Paul writes to Rome, and one reason he writes to them is to give them a teaching on salvation, because they haven't heard a teaching on salvation from him. And a lot of the Jews were still worrying about, well, do we still need to follow the law? And Paul emphasizes that you now have grace through that of Jesus Christ. So our soul against our mind, our body, and our emotions are in this tug of war, always tugging against one another. But it is the soul that ultimately wants to follow God. So the best thing when you are in this tug of war in life that you can do is what David says in Psalms chapter 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. Be still. Make no movements in this unknown journey and know that I am God. There are some things to know that your body has been built for defense, but the spirit is given for new life, to make you whole and complete and to give you peace. Because of this tug of war, there's always this warring that is going on the inside of you. I know it's this terminology say, get out your head, because you're often in your head, or get out your feelings, because yeah, you're going to be in your feelings, or your body just shuts down because that's what automatically happens. But it is your soul that wants to follow God. So here's some instructions that I have for you. Trust the Holy Spirit's instruction. Trust what God is saying. And as you trust what God is saying, you need to let your body grieve, or allow yourself to grieve from your past, from trauma, from things that have happened to you, from hurt, anything that you're carrying that is keeping a burden upon you and a weight upon you. Grieve that and let it go based on the timeline that you give yourself. Don't look for it to make sense, because it is not going to make sense. This path of obedience does not always make sense. If God tells you to go somewhere in an unknown journey, an unknown place, go. Do something that you've never done before. Do it. It's unknown, and He'll always have your back. And as you don't look for it to make sense, look for inner peace. The peace of God that surpasses all understanding. That whenever you have peace, you can be still and know that I am God into the unknown. So in the unknown, be still and follow Jesus. Be still and follow Jesus. Be still and follow Jesus. Find time of silence so that your body can come down, your mind can come down, and process your emotions so that you can see the will and the purpose and plan of God. So, hey, human, be still in the unknown and know that He is God, and follow Jesus and trust Him. Your spirit will be in good company. Peace and grace. It is Kadeem. See you all again.